Hey, we're live
It
right
worked
now?
that time. Let's see. Let's see if it pops up.
I think we might be live. I don't see myself quite yet. Uh,
There we go.
but
All right. It worked. Hello, everybody.
hey,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone.
Sorry
And
we're a
welcome.
little
Am I
late.
blowing your head off? Man, the levels on this. I just skipped to red right away. I'd like to welcome everybody in the chat right away to our this is the first ever face reveal live stream Q&A kind of thing. We're not doing a game. We're not doing a reaction to stuff because you know how this is set up. But we just wanted to say hi to everyone. For real, though. This is us.
Yeah, nice to see you guys all here. We have quite a few people here right now. 67 people. Hello, everybody.
67
Yeah, this is the
people.
first time we've done something like this in a really long time. A very long. You
Woo!
remember was it Blog TV? Or
Blog
what was
TV.
it? That we did streams on way back in the day, like 2009.
Are you
I
talking
think it
about
was.
like when we were doing like answering Q&As from like up and coming YouTubers that are trying to like, hey, this is really funny, and what are you going to talk about? Ask us some questions. And yes, I do remember that. Hmm.
Hey, everybody. Let's see. Can we speak German? No, we can't. Uh, hey,
I can
Elizabeth.
speak as much German
Oh,
as like a Rammstein
cat back
album.
in the chair.
That's about
I
it. I
can't.
can do songs because I like Rammstein, but I don't know what I'm saying.
I can't figure out how to get perfectly in frame here. I keep moving back and forth.
Encrypted does stuff. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's been a long time. Been a long time. It's been forever since we've actually done this kind of thing before. I'm looking this way because this is where the chat is. This is
Me
also
too.
where your head is, Ryan.
What the?
You kind of got
Why
this
can't I
special
get
setup
straight?
here.
It's
What?
still like we have such a lag time that I can't seem to like find the right spot. I think
I'm
I'm
gonna
there and
move
then
you to
no, I'm
straight.
good. I got it. One of us lives near Seattle. He lives up in Tacoma.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
probably about a half
it's
hour.
12 a.m. in Poland. Whew.
Can you speak Russian? No.
What's up, Ollie? I grew up watching y'all and hanged out with y'all when I was 15 to 16 years old. I'm 22 now. Thank you for your long time viewership. Thank you for everybody who's been here for a long time. Um, Shadow Knife, where did you get the rain costume? Oh my God, what website was that? I'll have to link you to that.
Thief.
I can tell you it
We
was
did
like
play Postal.
160. I think it might have been on eBay. It was from China for sure though. It was cheaper than I thought it would be for how elaborate it is. The only thing is that it is kind of falling apart a little bit with the embroidery. Like it can come up on the edges after a
Is that
while. So
iron on or
definitely,
is it sewn on?
it's not sewn on. It's like glued on.
It's like the iron on stuff. You put the backing on it and they kind of just heat it up and it adheres. There's a couple of those things that I have for my shorts. My shorts are completely sewn in. I'll show those because nobody's seen them yet. These are the event shorts, right? Here they are. Look at that. I'm assuming in Thai that says tough, but you never know what my crotch says in another language, do you?
Yeah, maybe somebody knows what that says. By the way, someone asked if we're dating. No, we're cousins.
Are we
So
dating?
yeah,
What?
we're like brothers though. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we.
may seem a little weird sometimes, but that's just because we're just very close.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing though.
I'm I'm separately married and he is engaged, isn't he? Should I say that at all? I don't know.
Yeah, you should. I
Look at
mean, I
that.
mentioned it. Where did we get the smoke outfit? I believe that was also on eBay. There was a seller back in the day. I think it was the same seller that we got the MK9 costumes, if
The
you remember.
reptile as well, right here.
That one was
Yeah.
from them?
Yes.
Yeah, they're no longer available though.
They
Like
don't
I
make no
can't
more.
find that smoke one anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, we will be doing a boxing slash Muay Thai slash kickboxing,
It's a
a Testy
mash.
Luck
It's a
round,
mash. We just wanted
and
to kind of
MMA.
do
It's a bunch of
everything.
things.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of round by round change things up. We envisioned it kind of like, well, we wanted restrictions to be slowly lifted through the entire thing. Which is a question I also have for you guys because there is a test your luck round, which is round 4.
Right?
we don't have a list of stipulations for like handicaps for that around, so we would like suggestions. You know, like blindfolded or one arm behind your back or no arms or only feet. Like, kind of like, what restrictions would there be in the Test Your Luck round, followed by round 5, which is full MMA, full just anything goes. And there's like setup, and these are brand new.
Assault Nightwing asked, do we miss doing non-Mortal Kombat skits like how the channel started? Oh, absolutely. We just don't think that anybody's going to watch them because we've kind of tailored it to Mortal Kombat at this point.
It's so hard to have a sketch voice, just like an audience separated from what you started out doing. Like a core audience is you guys. And kind of what the algorithm is going to pitch other people with similar interests. So if we started to go back and just do random things, nobody would see it. It's like not a lot of people would see it.
Immortal Razor, nice to see you, bro. How you doing? He said the stipulation is if you lose, you got to eat a spoonful of Vegemite.
Oh,
Have a Vegemite sandwich.
a spoonful is worse. If there's bread as a buffer, it's not as bad. But Vegemite in general.
Have we heard that Homelander will be DLC in Mortal Kombat 1?
DLC!
That's weird. That seems kind of weird, but I mean, I'm for it, I guess.
I mean, we had a Superman game. Homelander would be perfect.
I do like the boys. Absolutely.
And they got another season coming. So they tend to do things in NetherRealm Studios that line up with other projects to kind of also help as advertising for those things. Like the Spawn movie is coming, right? You know that?
I didn't know that. What? Spawn movie?
Yeah, another one.
Oh, wait. That's right. I did know that, and I forgot about it. It's been a while since I heard
been in production for a long time. It's been out there for a while.
What's up, Scarlett?
I want Deadpool in Mortal Kombat 2.
Nice to see you.
Why is Deadpool not in there? And I think a question like way back up here was MK1's roster and how many, what characters do you think are going to be there? Now that's a question of like, what are the main ones? Because the way things look, I think every character is going to be in this. Somehow. As either a cameo or a main. They're just going to use all the slots for what they've... Except for maybe Scarlet. Like some PS2 era Movado. Like people like that might not make it back again. Mocap. Blaze. Those kind of things.
I see Kaner's in the chat as well. Hey, Kaner. I saw Cyberfox earlier. Sorry I didn't give you a hello, but nice to see you. Nice to see everybody here.
And Christian
Trying
Parrish.
to keep up with the chat. We appreciate you guys. It's nice to be able to talk to you guys like this. Spawn reboot will be with Jamie Foxx. You're right. That's right. I completely forgot. And I think that's
triple
threat.
Well. Jamie Foxx. Yes, I didn't actually know that. I didn't know it was made him. I just know Todd McFarlane was on it.
Ooh, I like this one. Shadow Knife asked, how long does it take you guys to swap costumes for different characters?
That's a good question. It depends on the characters. If you notice, we've refined our taste to very kind of simplistic 1s and 2s because we can, if we're doing a skit, you want to know you can just put one piece or a few little tiny pieces on as possible. For example, if I play Shao Kahn, which is my favorite to play, but he's the least favorite to get into because now he's got a full body muscle suit under leather armor, which has fasteners and buckles and all kinds of stuff, which barely fits on it. It's 1,000 degrees, and you can't go through doorways. You can't really do it very effectively as one person. So it definitely depends. And you have a whole bunch like that, like your Shinnok.
Oh yeah, Shinnok. The helmet crushes my head. Like I wear it and my hands get all tingly. It's like too small.
I need to wear that just to have smaller ears because my ears are too big.
But like as an example, here is like my Striker shirt.
Thank you, Cassie Smith.
Striker, all it takes is just the hat, this shirt, and then the necklace that has his badge on it.
It's like
And that's it.
Johnny Cage
It's
to
super
me.
easy. It's
Really,
easy and it feels nice.
Johnny Cage,
But
what is he? He is anything with sunglasses.
doesn't even have to have
That's
them
what
now,
that's what Johnny
apparently,
Cage
according
is.
to the
He
new
doesn't look
game.
like me at all, but if I put sunglasses on, that's what I'm doing. He's known for that. 95. How
Do you
far
live
do we
far
live
from
away
each
from each
other?
other? Yeah.
Yeah, we do. I'm like, how many? I'm like 3,000 miles, or what is that?
Thank you,
1,400
Immortal Razor.
kilometers or something away. Normally, we were 2.5 hours away driving when I'm back in Portland, but when I'm over here, we're an entire country away. So it does
Yeah,
make it a little
he's been
bit
going.
laggy and difficult to coordinate.
We've been trying to do kind of.
Ooh,
Yeah, I've got a super chat from Razor.
thank you, Immortal.
Thank you,
Thank you
Immortal
for the
Razor.
donation. I'm doing good, Ryan. Much love to both y'all, homies. A lot has happened, but we keep pushing on. Yeah, absolutely. You are an inspiration with everything you've been through and how you just keep a positive outlook. I look to that, and I look to other people like that, and I use that as fuel and to kind of do similarly. So, thank you so much for the donation and for all your support and friendship over the years. We appreciate you.
Oh, let me see. What was that up there?
Guest characters. Pick one
You
horror
already
character.
have
I want to see Pinhead.
Kendall Gray Jr., you already have an MK1 Scorpion costume. How did you do that? Did you make it?
Yeah.
I mean, I got a
man,
mask
some of
coming.
these people out there,
It's
they
coming.
just put it together so fast. It's awesome. How hard is it to do the Sub-Zero voice? By the way, my Sub-Zero is funny as hell. Thank you. Thank you. It is one of the biggest pain in the asses, if I can swear on YouTube, which I don't know anymore.
We don't know.
You
You don't know what's
used to
actually
be-
okay, even though it says what
but
the
it's a
criteria
live
is.
stream,
They
so
double.
just shh. But no, it's very any of the ones that are very raspy are difficult. He has a hard time sometimes with Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn's a
Even
screamer.
Reptile gives you trouble too, right?
It's because the airway constricts the most on Reptile. So you're trying to force air through a very narrow opening, and that's the worst for me. I would say the easiest to do is Noob. Noob is a completely different cavity in my head that doesn't require vocal cords. So even if I lost my voice, I could do Noob's boss voice. And
Rain, Smoke, Baraka, they're all easy. I've been doing them a lot lately, and it doesn't do anything to me. Thankfully, I changed the Rain voice. Someone asked how long we've been practicing martial arts for. Technically, off and on, probably since I was like, when did you start kind of getting us into it? When we were like, I was like 8, right?
yeah, I was like
It's like
5.
Jackie Chan and
But
Bruce
yeah,
Lee
it was
movies.
it started out as stunt work
Inspired by all
first.
that.
Emulation. It always kind of starts that way. You start emulating your favorite movie stars, action movie stars, and then you kind of go deeper. You go deeper into it. Now you're researching all kinds of stuff. You know, Aikido, which Aikido, Judo. I made the book, Jeet Kune Do, which is just a Bruce Lee philosophy. Bought his book. It's a lot of things, but you know, as you get older and you learn more about martial arts and where the fake ones, where the ones are not very useful, and you kind of go through different avenues, you find out your uses for Muay Thai and boxing and jiu-jitsu and all these things that you might take for granted, but you find these powerhouses, these like fight-winning art forms, and you go, just pressure test, just figure out what actually works and to start using it. And we haven't had, so with all this time apart, we haven't had time to kind of connect and get together in that kind of testing way. So this is one of those opportunities. This event is more of like a, you know, coming back together again and training as well.
That will be on September 16th to do a plug for it, a shameless plug. That's when we'll be doing the live stream where we face off Scorpion versus Sub-Zero in 5 rounds of combat. It's so hard to keep up
Thanks,
these
Mike.
questions. I'm sorry for anybody that we're not able to get to. Maybe we'll do another one of these. This seems to be fairly successful
Yes,
so
Wes
far.
Baker says your Quan Chi is severely underrated. The reason why he doesn't do that is because
Thank you.
everybody knows he's gone through the most lengths to play a character. He shaved his head completely for that role, painted his entire body white, and it's stuck armor to himself that you can't touch because it's black and he's white painted. It took him.
That was such a pain.
That was about 2 hours and 45 minutes. He sent me raw footage of 2 hours and 45 minutes of him just trying to get those lines out without the lights failing behind. One would fail and he'd fix it, and the other would fail, and the camera would run out of juice, and then everything was happening.
Shoulder things would fall off.
Your pauldrons would move.
They stabbed me. They had like little screws on both of them, and they were too big for my shoulders.
You're not
but
supposed
they
to wear
weren't
them
being
naked.
supported by anything. They were just hanging there, and with the makeup and stuff, it was making them, and the sweat, it was making them kind of slide off. So they'd just be scratching my shoulders and then falling off. I'd go through the line perfectly, but one of my shoulder things would fall off, and I'd be like, damn it.
It's one thing or the other.
Again.
So yeah, I was sifting through that for some time before I found something. He played Pennywise, and so when he played him, he had a reverse bowl cut, bald, red hair dyed for a long time before we actually got to shoot it. He just lived his life like that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I had
You
to
got
wear
a lot of
hat for a while. I
conversations.
wasn't used to that. No, I wasn't going around without a hat showing that off. But it was interesting, and I did not appreciate not having the hair. I like having it. But let's see here. Can we play MK Mobile? Yeah, we have played it a bit. We need to play it some more. It's nice to see you, Cyberfox. I just saw your comment, and lots of people are here. So happy to have you guys. Did you watch the company you keep? Huh? I'm not sure what that means, but probably. What do you guys think, by the way, of Mortal Kombat 1 so far?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask that at some point in time.
Because they're asking a lot of theoretical questions too. Like, what do you think the Shiva Ryu? What happened to it? And I think that this is kind of like one of those things to where you're building a story. They're setting up the storyline as in like it's very, very open ended. I hope so, because this is a beginning. The way that Bihan in the kind of story cinematics, the way he sounds like he's setting up to be the bad guy. It kind of is. He's prideful. He wants to lead Earthrealm's special forces. He wants to be the leader. Anybody who wants to be a leader shouldn't be, right? That's generally the rule. And maybe there's a disagreement among us, and it splits us apart. And the Shiva Ryu might be a clan that comes later on in the storyline, which I'm thinking will happen. I hope so.
Frozen Flame has been a member for 16 months. And they just commented, "Hey guys, been a while since I've watched you live. How you two doing today? I started watching my freshman year and I graduated back in May. Thank you for your longtime support. Thank you for being a member, and congratulations on graduating. We've seen your comments a lot. They've motivated us along the way. And anybody who has a membership, it means so much to us to even have members at all. Like the idea that you guys are donating, whether it be membership or just random donations, or even just all the people that are like diehard fans, like that is the biggest confidence boost for us when we do this, because we feel like there's not a lot of parody around these days. So to get that validation from you guys and that love and that friendship, it's essential. Like I'm fueled by it. I live off of it for sure.
John Pork. Who's John Pork?
What's up, Wyatt? Nice to see you here too. Speaking of longtime fans that have done a lot to try and help us out, he's always doing YouTube shorts to try and promote our stuff. He was the one who originally suggested we have a wrestling belt for our event. Lavender Collectives. Thank you for your $2 donation. Will you guys make a Discord community server one day? Yes, we will. I'm actually kind of getting more in the groove of Discord again.
Yeah, he tried to get
sorry
me
to
in
everybody
there.
on there that I've been kind of inactive with. It's been kind of busy with all the Mortal Kombat stuff lately. I intend to get back to you soon, though. Hey, Ryan, will Liu Kang come back to the channel for his tower?
Is
I
that the
want
one
to
you haven't
find...
done, right? Because we originally started Liu Kang as a certain character that was offensive.
Yeah.
Unknowingly, we didn't do that on purpose, but we don't want to continue to do it that way. We wanted to, he kind of reinvented how Liu Kang sounds and what his character is, and since then we haven't really gotten back into Kang.
I want to find a Liu Kang that could do that. Like those Brothers in Crime, that Liu Kang, you know, the one from those fight scenes. Like, I'd totally would contact him and have him just come in and do a tower. Like, I know he's in New Zealand, so it'd be like a live stream type of thing. But I would love to have a Liu Kang come in instead of being able to, instead of doing him myself at this point. Which one of you guys would be good to play as Postal? Dude, the guy from Postal.
Me.
Yes,
I love
him.
that guy's voice. I love that voice. The game is terrible. You can't play any of those kind of things now without knowing that you're going to be flagged, be demonetized. It's one of those games that pushes the envelope too hard, and a lot of it tries to be the most offensive it can possibly be, and so it doesn't resonate very well with YouTube's algorithm, and neither does Mortal Kombat. So that's why we struggle so much with a lot of things.
What's up, Brian? Nice to see you here.
Have you?
Moon Gods, I hate Scorpion's man bun. What do you think about Scorpion's man bun, Anthony, since you play him?
I'm a hood guy. I like you put a hood on, you put a clava over your head. I like the mystery more so than the revealness of characters. If I was on a wrestling game and I was making a creative character, I would always put a mask on him. Like, I don't want him to look like I want him to kind of more embody that character and not have that have his own separate identity. And so when he shows hair and man buns, and I don't like it as much as if he just had a clava on or a hood up. Like, to see a main, like, here's a trailer, me versus you, usually me or Raiden, we're fighting. The mains are supposed to be kind of like really over the top, bad word that might get me in trouble kind of characters, like really like good dark looking character art. But when you make them humanizing, flowy hair, they ruined Smoke's hair, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube short about that.
They parted his hair on the side and combed it over. Why? Why did you
Some
do
people
that?
like it. You
They
know,
do.
It's just old school. It's before it's grown in. But I want to say that I do not
see.
I don't like Bihan's man bun. I'm okay with Scorpion's man bun. But should they both have a man bun? Like, come on,
We were
twinsies
trying to
about it.
outdo each other versus like hair lengths.
Speaking of hair, I have a messy wig in here. This was going to be my Fujin. If there's a reason to play Fujin, I have this guy right here. Going to mess my hair up.
He's
But
calling
this
it.
can turn into
He's
a
calling.
smoke
He hasn't
one
been
if I
wrong.
unbraid it.
He hasn't been wrong since. You only moved 5 extra characters to yourself, and you haven't been wrong yet. So who's guessing that Fujin's going to show up?
Thank you, someone, for that leak. Someone leaked like all the characters, and I looked it up, and then I had a bag come in when my mom came.
Oh my God, it's
visit.
Elsa.
And
you
Oh,
can
guys
play
like
your
my
own
hair?
love interest, Sub-Zero.
Oh, if you come in right now and you see this, I bet you're confused. But this was going to be Fujin. This can be Smoke too. And now it can't be Smoke. I mean, it can be like old school Smoke, but
I had the Raiden
I
wig
have to have a shorter wig for
over
it.
there. It's kind of the same, just not braided. That's his hat right here, which if I touch it, it will fall to the ground. It's very precariously placed.
Guys, Elsa.
Hey, Wick is fire. Yes. That's what we do.
Are we
You
going
shave
to-
your
am I
head so you
gonna
can
play
put any hair
Fujin?
on it.
Yes, I do want to play Fujin. I actually had a costume for him that I didn't have the room to have brought over this time. But I didn't get around to it because I actually stopped on the channel around that point in time that I was going to play him. But we were going to have Fujin and Raiden banter. We are going to have him play, what, MK4, I believe?
Yeah, because
And
that's the
then
first
that kinda
game
dropped off.
he appeared in.
Rain's costume is on me. I have a couple masks here. I love this smoke mask, by the way. This is Darb Designs.
That's the Darb one, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
very
you in
hard
it for your workout prep.
Breathe through. I hate Mad Santa. Well, that's good. I mean, he's a villain. If Scorpion is confirmed to be Kawhi Liang, let's see. Will I be? I can't even. The chat just moved too fast.
We haven't really talked
you guys
about
be
that.
switching characters, especially considering Anthony is known to play Bihan and Ryan is known to play Kawhi. Yeah, that's. I really hope that's not the case. That Scorpion is Kawhi. I don't think it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure, but I was wrong about a lot of things so far. So
yeah, some people were saying the whole complete flip, like Noob Sabat will be Hanzo Hasashi. Somebody was saying that, like a theory of like just completely boots replaced, and I was like, oh no.
I will wear.
I guess I'm changing my name. That'd be the easiest to do. I guess you're getting 75 more costumes, Ryan.
Yeah. You need to get more blue stuff. We actually have something coming up where he wears a blue outfit as Noob and with Sub-Zero, Kawhi. So that
I
will
will be
Bihan
reincarnated because that's who I was first.
This is a question.
Sub-Zero Scorpion for the $1. Thank you so much.
This is a question for the person that played as Sub-Zero. How disappointed are you in not being in the game? And also, I don't like how Bihan is Sub-Zero in MK1. Genuinely, I know as my character, I'm supposed to not be happy about it, but I'm also not happy about it too because I felt like since it was a reboot in all sorts of different ways, we could finally have just Kawhi just start it off and just have Bihan go do something else and then get killed again.
You just didn't want him. I called it. I knew it was coming. Just the way it was kind of set up, and I was like, he was. Yeah, we were hoping that it wasn't, as far as that goes, because it complicates a lot of that. But this is our own kind of universe that we have. We kind of reflect the games here and there for story things, but we don't technically have to.
Not a no on switching the characters. We're considering stuff like that, at least temporarily. We might call it a different timeline version because our timeline is still kind of different too.
Yeah,
like we kind of play around on these different things, so we're not against it at all. We just have to think about how to approach it since he's got all the Scorpion costumes over there. Thank you, Sub-Zero Scorpion, for the $2 donation. I watched you guys from the beginning.
From the beginning.
You guys. Love you too.
From the beginning? You're like 12, 13 years ago? That's an OG.
Oh, Gio's here too. Gio's a long-time fan. Nice to see you as well. Imagine if John Wick showed up as DLC. He has a lot to say about that because he just watched John Wick 4.
Yes, and I'm giving him... Okay, as a community, we must pressure Ryan to see John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4 because he hasn't seen a single one. He loves Keanu Reeves. How did you not see it?
I just haven't gotten over. There's a lot of things to watch.
I know.
These days. There's too much. I saw a comment a little bit ago that
Attack Boss 10-year fan. OG.
Thank you guys for all of the nice comments here. Oh, Scarlett, you said something about Couples Therapy 3 and that it's probably too late to do the Dark Raiden bit. Yeah, Couples Therapy 3 just kind of passed us by. There was so much happening at the time, and we meant to get around to it. We pretty much had the script almost all written, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not, or if we'll just move on to some other Couples Therapy characters.
Okay,
What do you think we should do with that, Anthony? Or
as
audience too?
as far as being just another one, I mean, the way that the storyline in MK1 is kind of revamping everything, we might have to redo different characters for requiring therapy. What do you think about that? Who would need therapy? I mean, because how we portray certain ones, they're too dumb to be crazy, right? Just like generally need therapy. But the ones that are angry about Shao Kahn needs some therapy. Can you imagine Shao Kahn laying on one of those tiny psychologist benches, just like
Who's gonna give him therapy though?
having
Is
to
it
give
just you and
exercises?
you?
With
Is
me
this
and me?
rated?
I don't know. No, who would have to give it? Kind of like soft-spoken person, soft-spoken leadership type role. So
I can't think of what character I play that would fit that role.
Fujin.
Yeah, Fujin, maybe so. There's our Fujin.
He's a god. He's
we just
like
made it here with
tandem with. He's his version of my Raiden. Was going to be alongside that parallel, because we always do a parallel of each other. If one character does this and is expected to have an opposite, he will be the other one.
I think Raiden's therapy has worked. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are brothers now. Well, yeah,
that's
true.
what it was. We made that
did.
happen.
It was totally
Years
Raiden's
ago.
doing. I think every character in MK is traumatized. I saw that one as well before it just passed by. So they all need therapy.
Yeah, all of them kind of have their own trauma. I mean, even if in their own little world. I mean, even Saurians, got basically kicked out by Shao Kahn and replaced by the Tarkatans, so there might be some grudges there.
How long did we play as the MK dudes for? 13 and a half years for some of them.
That's a lot.
15, yeah. Hey, Reverse Prime. Nice to see you here. How you doing today?
Yeah, you don't really feel how much time passes until you look at a date you posted something and you go, that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago.
Favorite costume behind you? I'm gonna go with Rain's costume. I did show it a little bit earlier, but it's the best bang for your buck. But I do also like this classic Sub-Zero. It makes me look a little bit fatter, but I love it because it's so cheap.
Because you're going by criteria. What's your favorite one to get into? What's your favorite one looking? What's your favorite one? Those two things. How hot is it? How cold? Comfortable on. So
behind you.
I love this. It's not. Would I call it my favorite? I don't know if I can. It's one of my favorites now, just because it's so good. It's so standalone. Anything I said, I said, the more the games have kind of gone by, if I can see this as an article of clothing on someone outside and not think he's a lunatic, that's good. That's a good one. I can wear that. I did. I wore it to the store several times. It's just a jacket. And if you don't like it, you just take the yellow off and it's a jacket. It's so reversible. Sleeves, no sleeves, is any kind of thing. But MK3 is my only like full body one that includes pants that I paid $400 and something for. So I like, as a whole uniform, I would say MK3. That's the whole thing. The MK11 that I've bought in several times that are also full uniforms aren't the quality that I would want to be a favorite. They're falling apart. They have like pieces I had to replace with real armor sets and pieces like that. Here's a theory.
Did you just say, here's a theory? Yeah.
I saw Wade Wilson. Wade Wilson over here.
I think Bihan will turn evil and make the Lin Kuei evil and later become Noob Saibot. And Kawaii as Scorpion will leave the Lin Kuei and form the Shirai Ryu to combat the Lin. I'm gonna, as Kawaii, form the Shirai Ryu.
You're gonna
be different.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do this whole raising an army thing all by yourself.
Who am I more hyped for, Smoke or Rain? That is hard. because as we said in our reactions, there's aspects of both of them that I feel like they need to kind of get figured out. Like Rain's outfit and his mask, as you said, as Scorpion, kind of leaves a bit to be desired.
He looks like a
Smoke,
wizard.
yes, air and the mask. I'm generally more of a Smoke fan than I am a Rain fan, but they're kind of close. I love them both. They're my babies, you know.
Yeah, you have like
Tommy's
very
with his big hair.
subdued. It depends on the character you like portray. Like how versatile of a character is it, as well. Like it would be most fun to play for a long duration of time. I mean, because Smoke is the most soft spoken that your voice you can do, so he ain't hurting you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Smoke's mask, and yeah, the voice does not hurt me at all. Smoke's mask is confusing to me,
It's a
but I have heard
respirator.
people say that it's tech now for his smoke he produces. So I guess that works, but it just feels like it doesn't fit for the guy who's named Smoke to have to wear a gas
Yeah,
mask.
well.
Like,
I mean, okay, because that'd be a rewrite. Because the reason why he's smoky is because there's a god inside him. There's a demon, right? A Nemron,
right.
and so he's the one that's kind of possessing him and give him all these powers. Uh, but they kind of rewrote that. And it's like, no, he just produces it. It's his sweat instead, and
Yeah.
no, it's in his suit now, and he must have this respirator to not be affected by his own scent. His own plumage.
And Kawhi's probably not going to like him now because he's going out of his way to produce pollutants and make the world hotter.
Yes. Smoke is the MK Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. It's weird that Smoke has smoke bombs. Yeah, literal bombs for sure.
That's teleport to himself too. You throw the bomb and he appears where the bomb is.
When will we sell merch? Well, we do technically have shirts like this on our shop. I don't know if there's a link to it down below, but I'm wearing a Scorpion shirt right now.
I'm so yoked in that one.
We have a lot of shirts. Most of our videos, it will be down below. You can just kind of click it there. Hey,
Min.
Red 101.
Ron.
I haven't watched you guys in a minute. How you doing? We're doing pretty good. How you been? Thank you for coming back, by the way. Johnny Cage is getting an animated movie this year or next year. Oh yeah, I saw a little bit about that.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of those like Scorpion Revenge things.
Yeah, they're moving on to a new character. I saw a tiny bit about that. It seems like it could be good. Did you guys know I love Scorpion? From Cassie Smith.
Yes. What is your favorite Mortal Kombat? What is your favorite Mortal Kombat game or movie? Or that's very loose. What's your favorite Mortal Kombat?
I always say Mortal Kombat 2. You know, I was growing up with MK2. I love the music. I love the kind of Chinese feel to it.
Yeah, what's the most nostalgic? That would be that.
Arts, yeah, like parody feel to it, and yeah, it hit it really well. But I would say almost Ultimate MK3 as well. I think that's your favorite, right? And Ultimate what are your guys' too?
I mean, that's the most we played together, I think, because Ultimate MK3 was the one we most played together at your house in the basement. And MK1 is too early, so that's why it kind of passed us, and then we kind of went straight into 2, and then we were a little older when 3 hit, so we were more involved in it. And that's the one that had all the cheats. It had all of the mix-ups. You had your big head, your modifiers with the Rolodex, and that was I love how much NetherRealm Studios puts. If they have any space left, they're going to fill it with something. They don't waste any space. We have a whole game. We're going to put chess. We're going to put go-kart racing. We're going to put puzzle combat, Tetris, a whole story mode. You have to walk around, and RPG elements and stuff. They've done this for years and years, just to have more things take up. The Crypt has.
Yeah, I feel the same like there's always different fun things in Mortal Kombat besides the main game, but I really want to see those old school stuff things back, like puzzle combat, motor combat. I really want to see that stuff more. At least they're putting test your might in every now and
Totally
again,
make a
test your luck.
full
Uh,
engagement on that Moto Combat. I think it could do really well. Get some more mini games in there, because those are really fun to play. And they should probably do another Shaolin Monks with exclusive like Fire and Ice. They were going to do that, and then they got sidetracked and they just didn't do it.
mhm.
Which I almost thought this was going to be. When they were announcing MK1 before it, I was halfway going, what if this is an adventure title? What if this is one of those?
Yeah, it was
Side-scrolling
starting to
beat
look
'em
like
up?
that at
I was
first
hoping.
before we saw the trailer.
Hmm.
Mhm. Sadly, I don't have money for custom T-shirts. I'm poor as I won't say that word, but I'm poor too. I don't have the money for my own T-shirts either anymore. This is from a while ago, back when I had a little bit more. So I feel you on that. Don't worry, you don't have to get the shirt. Absolutely not. We just appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with us,
Scorpion, what is my
liking our
second
videos,
favorite
etc.
character? What is my second favorite character? It's like wonder. That's a double-ended question. It's like what was second favorite character in Mortal Kombat? Because obviously I'm going to be the first. Like
Right.
so, Scorpion will be first. And so what is their second? Oh, it depends on if he's
It's
in
going to
it.
be Khan for you, isn't it? Or Reptile, one of the two.
Um. That is very hard.
Get the Jeopardy music playing.
It's a very, very hard question because who would I main other than me? If it'd probably be another me. But it's like, I love Reptile, but they tried too many things with Reptile. Like in the PS2 era, they were really trying some stuff. They were trying to make him look like a dragon and doing all kinds of. Hey, we got the capabilities to give him a full tail and this like set of scales and spikes and stuff. Like, well, should you do that? Like, no, I didn't like that you did that.
They changed him so much. You're right.
Bring
Every
it back
game.
together. MKX, the way they did Reptile, I'm like, okay, yes, that one. That's how you do Reptile. Keep him bone. That's this one. That's that baby right there.
Will we bring back the mask reviews? Was just asked.
I am getting one soon. It is on
Yeah.
its way from the MK movie.
You should
No.
tell them who it's
MK1.
by. Another
Facecraft. Another
The
Facecraft,
mask
the
maker.
legendary mask
Yeah,
maker,
he's
which
the one who made
he doesn't
this
display.
guy.
He's a 5-star mask maker. No mask that he's done is below 5 stars. They're all perfect scores. The way he does his way he works.
Breathable,
Attention
comfortable,
to detail.
lots
He
of air
listens.
holes so you can talk. Yeah.
Fixed buckles, not glued in straps, padded throughout, ventilation, fits most faces very, very well. Customer service is great, no track lines, it's not a 3D print, it's a sculpt. And even if it does use a laser printer instead, which doesn't have any track lines, as soon as I saw him put those movie masks up, like the MK1 masks up, I'm like, mine.
Have we watched MK Legends with Kenshi and Sub-Zero, the Snowblind one? I
Did you?
haven't actually, because that came out at the time I was kind of gone and I was just kind of out of the MK loop. I am going to see it though, but I didn't have like normally we have to watch them so that we do the review right afterwards, but since it was so late, I was just like, okay, I'll get around to it, and everything's gotten so busy lately. Lavender Collectives, gotta go. Have a great day. Hope we can catch up soon. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for the $2 donation. Hope you have a great night, and we appreciate your donations and you stopping by today. Thank you guys so much for the love. This stream has turned out so far to be much better than anticipated. We're holding we're holding on to 100 people here. This is great. Thank you, everybody.
Hey Ryan, do your Baraka voice.
Okay, sure, why not? We'll just put this guy on here.
The OG
Hey,
Baraka.
How's it going? Hey, I want to eat things.
That voice he invented for Baraka because of that mask right there, which was purchased at Goodwill during Halloween time, and that's the best mask for that voice. And so when we got the actual Baraka masks later on, we were like, it's not as funny. It looks better, but it's not as funny as that one right there. The OG Noob Sabat and Baraka Chorality sketch.
It's ridiculous too. I've went through 3 different masks with that character, and no one ever points it out when I change the mask. I go from this one to the one that's actually like the legit one, but it's so big. It's got this big like inflamed head.
Yeah, you gotta put like a pad in there, a pillow inside.
And then I go from that to this one that's like a $400 mask. And like everybody's just like, oh, Baraka's the personality. He's not really as much the mask. They like each of them, I think. No one's ever knocking it.
I can't believe you got in the shower with that $400 Baraka head on. And you had to not die.
Cat food. I put wet cat food in my mouth, and I
forgot about that.
I had to breathe, guys. It's hard to breathe in the shower, and I had to breathe a little bit with the Baraka mask on, and I had wet cat food a little bit in my mouth, and like just in the mask, and I just suck in. I go, and it just goes straight down my throat. Don't even chew it, just like Baraka would do, and it made me almost vomit while I was filming.
If I yell "Get over here," I will peak the crap out of this during the settings we did. Should I do it like me or like Ed?
Do it at both. Let's hear both. Let's hear yours. Let's hear his.
Get over here! Did I kill you? What did that sound like? I'm sorry. I saw that red line all the way up.
Baraka needs a dentist. Now let's hear the other one. Let's hear yours. Right?
Get over here! Mine's
all
deeper.
Right.
Mine's deeper.
Yeah.
I do deeper ones.
I think Cassie. Oh, you're gonna do it. Oh, wait, I'm looking at both. I see the mask still on you over there.
Oh, you're looking at both the live stream and this. I'm just looking at the display.
15 seconds behind. I heard Kathy ask for me to do the Kenshi voice. Let's see.
Sounded okay.
Like I am Kenshi Takahashi. Hello, I am not blind anymore. Hi.
Doing David.
Which version of characters are your favorite from the different games?
What versions of them?
That's hard, man. That's
hard.
I
like anyone where. I mean, when we came up, ninjas were ninjas, right? So I'm very partial to the ninjas staying like ninjas. So those versions of them, like when they maintained their classics, when they kind of had their, like MK9, the reboot, they kind of tried to keep the ninjas there. And then after that, they were putting them all kinds of like, Ermac became a mummy, you know. Smoke really looks good. A lot of they put a steel armor set, give him the whole ninja appeal. Smoke and everything is perfect for him, and then they kind of took it away just now.
Did we like what was that question? The change of Raiden in the new game? No, not at all. Not one bit. How about you guys?
Ninja Mummy. Okay, his MK9 wasn't as bad. Like, the MK9, like, the uniform he wore, but they just bandaged up his head. I'm like, give him a mask! He deserves a mask! And I have the MK11 version of the Ermac mask over there, but it never happened. Like, they didn't put it on him. They say, oh, he's dead in the tomb, a crypt over there. See it? His mask is on the ground. That's not as good.
I'm sorry if no one could hear him while I was putting this on. Lots of noises probably with this mic.
I was wondering what you were doing. I look over there.
It's becoming smoke.
That is like,
Just for
is
fun.
that the big one? That's like 5 sizes too big for you?
It's not that big on me anymore. No, it used to be though.
My reptile
Uh,
it was like 5 sizes too big, and so I kept trying to have to move and reglue the Velcro around the belt to be the right position. And then summer happened, and the glue melted, and it smeared every place that the Velcro was ever placed. It was like, got all dirty. I had to get Goo Gone and be at it for a while before I sewed it. Finally sewed all those in.
Yo, Ryan, when you be wearing the ninja outfits, sometimes it makes you look fat. Well, yeah, I was just saying that earlier.
It's like
It's not
puffy.
fair, man.
It's like one of those winter jackets, you know. That was very popular, right? The pillow jackets where they're just like, and that's what Sub-Zero had in MKX. He had the puffy pillow jacket look. But that was just, at least you have a belt on with those. And it kind of just cinches it all in at the bottom. It makes you look even more like a bodybuilder because your shoulders go like this and your waist goes like that and your hips go like that.
Yeah, that MKX one that Ash made back in the day for us. She made us a lot of good costumes. Much love to her. She was awesome with those costumes. She made us the Scorpion MKX, Sub-Zero MKX, Raiden and Shinnok. And that Sub-Zero one, that makes me look more bulky. I know it kind of gives a little bit of a puff to it too, but it would broaden my shoulders. And so if I didn't work out for a while, it would still kind of look like it if you didn't look at my arms at the time.
Yeah, that's still my favorite one to see him in that one. Like me to you,
right.
That's my favorite to see you in.
Yeah, that one's a little harder to get in than this MK3 behind me.
Absolutely. It's just zip on.
But that's a back zipper. This MK3 behind me is a back zipper.
Did you do this? Did you do the elastic thing? I have a loop. I have a loop and elastic on all my rear zipper costumes.
Oh, to hold it up.
Yeah. So when you just take your hand and you grab the loop and you pull it over your head like this, and the elastic tension zips it up.
No, I haven't tried that, but I have such a hard time with it. The zipper's just about to tear.
For everybody out there that does this.
Wade Wilson, how's it going? You asked for a shout out. That's it.
Wade.
What are your thoughts on if real Mortal Kombat were in the Turkish dub video? What did you feel? Did you like it or find them strange? Oh, Kaner actually dubbed our videos, one of our videos in Turkish.
Oh, really?
And I think he did a great job. Yeah, so go ahead and check Kaner out for that as well. Thank you for making that. We appreciate it. Anybody who dubs it in other languages, we always love that. We're never going to try and take your videos down. We're not like some other YouTubers that just like to it's my content. Like, we don't care. We're parodyists. I mean, steal it.
Yeah, we
Use
never
it
took
however
anybody's things down. We never attached our monetization to anything. We're not like that. What have we been up to? Working.
Cyberfox asked how our training's going. For me, I'll go ahead and start by saying that I'm like, I don't know if I'm lactose intolerant or if I have like a milk allergy or whatever.
You definitely
but
had something.
I'm allergic to a lot of things food related. So I've been kind of contending with that over here because there's not as easy of protein sources as I have over in the US. So it's been like, I've been having a lot of stomach issues and stuff. It's been slowing down my workouts, causing a lot of problems, but getting back on track. Been able to kind of work out a lot more lately and get back in shape. And I think he's doing pretty well, aren't you?
Yeah, working out for something that is a combat sport is completely different than bodybuilding. Bodybuilding and strongman, strength athletes, they're completely different pools. A martial artist is not the same. So it's contradictory to build yourself to look like Scorpion and Sub-Zero look in the games, but to be a functional martial artist, you wouldn't look like that. You would gas really, really quickly because the bulky muscles require too much oxygen, and it would ruin your cardio. You'd be heavy, so your strike would have power, but you couldn't do it for very long, and it would mess with your joints and everything. So I have this kind of tug of war where I'll build, and then I have to stop building to get the cardio in, to be able to do the quick muscle fiber movements without pulling or tearing, or because they're different types of muscles. But it's going well, I think. I have less time to be able to do so because I've been working a lot, 12-hour days recently.
Yeah, he works a ton. I don't even know how he has the energy for it. But here are my MMA ones for the fight. They're not the best, but my boxing gloves are going to look even better. These are my temporary boxing gloves that I just use for training. I'm not going to use these because I'm going to get some blue ones.
Hayabusa!
These are some quality gloves. And here are my shorts for anybody who hasn't.
Look at those. They're so loud.
Yeah.
I love that. They're so loud. They're not going to miss you. I'll be stealth. I'll be stealth in these. No one will even see me out there because you'll be just like overshadowing everything.
Yeah.
Mine are larges. He's got
Mine are XXL.
You have a double extra large.
So
and
it's
I've got
longer,
the large.
Showing too much leg.
And I'm not used to shorts. Like I wear shorts maybe twice a year. And so these are shorty. These are the shortiest of shorts that I would ever put on.
Funnily enough, he was worried about as Scorpion getting overheated while we do this fight. And so now with his shorter shorts, with the short shorts, he shouldn't get as hot, hopefully.
Which presents another problem. Also, because as you see us, like in our brains, we're like, oh, we're just going to be in costume and boxing. No. It's not going to work that way. If I have this on my face, as soon as he hits me with a good shot, that thing's flying around. It's moving in my eyes. It's hurting me. Like, there's padding in this, but when someone punches something into your face, it's going to just cut the crap out of the bridge of your nose and all kinds of things. So I have to wear a soft mask, which I have a couple. I have a few, and you have the Luchador one, which is now I'm going like, okay.
I'm not going to wear that one
for
that.
He can't breathe very well.
I have to find a different mask for that fight. By the way, Sinister showed up. Nice to see you, Sinister. Him and Jenna made it to the stream. Appreciate you guys so much. They have been with us for like several years now, I believe.
Yeah.
And they have been here for most of the different things. They're members. They've donated.
Yeah, you're in most of the credits. You're most every single credit.
And we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing up for this stream. We'll probably do more of these because this has been fairly successful.
Shout out to Dragon Zero.
Let's see if I can get my smoke on here. Oh my.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you need the bangs in the way. You look more anime-y. Stephen Chow. Do some Stephen Chow bangs. Will you get a new smoke costume?
Yeah, we're looking into that because we see that the smoke costume is just a palette swap from the Sub-Zero and the Scorpion. So if we can just find someone who can design those and just kind of just make them in bulk for us in every different color, then I am not going to wear that gas mask. Maybe it's a joke, but
please be an alternate.
I appreciate the ones that are on the sides, not this one all the way down here. I'm not into it.
Yeah, because we had some Cold War variations, right, of our skins, and they had the gas mask things too, but they were on the sides of your face. That was pretty cool. I didn't mind those as much, but they weren't mains. So maybe his alternate is going to look really good. You never know. They're going to push on, hey, you got to play this game and grind it and get good skins. You never know if they're going to do that, especially with rain.
I have always been curious. Do you guys like fan art? And if so, where could you guys be able to see it? Love you guys. Love you too. We do like fan art. I like to check Tumblr for that most of the time. That's a good place. DeviantArt used to be the place to find that stuff. Where would we see it? Oh, I see.
Like
you mean like fan art made for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm. Instagram. That's the answer to that.
Toasty.
I bet
I think I did the
alternate
original
Smoke Master
Toasty
is
voice.
perfection. Yeah, I agree. I'm crossing my fingers for the alternates as well. There's going to be a lot of them, right? Smoke. It would be funny smoke shopping for a new mask. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Probably as like a short. Been doing a lot of YouTube shorts lately. They've been working out.
As soon as I get a
I knew
good
it was
phone.
Instagram. Yeah, that's probably the best place. Don't use Twitter anymore. Facebook, a little bit inactive. Yeah, Instagram's still kind of catching up on stuff. But if you tag us in it, then we'll be more likely to see it more quickly. We'll post it as like a story as well, if you're okay with that. And maybe even put it at the end of our videos. I've been thinking about doing that lately.
Who would bring back an MK1? Who hasn't been there for a long time?
Primer?
Tremor.
Well,
We
came back.
I basically say all ninjas should be in the games. There's a whole roster there that should always return, because you got the original from MK1 and MK2. You got those kind of list that usually can't be forgotten but has been in past games. So basically all ninjas should return. I want the reptile, I want the smoke, which we know we have. We got the rain, we got Ermac, the noob Sabat, the Scorpion, the Sub-Zero. Who is it? Frost.
I miss Fujin as well too. Yeah, Fujin would be good.
It's kind of confusing though, because they're using kind of this platform of the cameos to fill certain spots of need. Like, I want this character to be in the game. I was like, well, here he is. See him? Yeah, he's right there.
Just to not piss people off, right?
Yeah,
that's
like,
why they have the cameos.
So I asked this before. You think it's just every character that they've made that are relatively successful are just in here again? Some are main and some are cameos, but they're all there.
If we got the chance to go to NetherRealm to meet Ed Boon, would we go? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just give us a call. Yeah, we'll go in a heartbeat. Yeah, that hasn't happened. We're still waiting on that call. I'm just waiting patiently by the phone all these years later. I don't expect it to happen at this point, but if it did, I'd be really excited. I'd love to see NetherRealm Studios. I'd love to be just able to meet Ed Boon and meet the team and stuff. Tobias too, to have him show up as well. He's my dad of my character.
Oh, he's the Sub-Zero guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably another Scarlet. We're probably doing this for probably another hour, I'd say. I keep saying probably, but
yeah, we had 2 hours in the estimate. We had that's about how long we were gonna go.
Do we think we'll do another fight again with different characters at some point? Do you mean like a legit fight, or do you mean like our skit-based fights? Because definitely we're talking about doing maybe another of our first Mortal Kombat video, where we have like 3 one-round fights with 6 different characters overall. I'd love to do something like that, maybe even short ones where it's like Reptile versus Baraka or something weird like that.
Better format to just be able to go round 1 fight and then have 2 characters do a round, and then that's over, and then a fatality or something happens, and then we go on to 2 more, do something really quick with them, and basically a recreation of the video game flaws Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, which obviously needs to be recreated in some ways because of its success. We wouldn't be here without that video. That was what really blossomed everything from there.
40 million views.
See you later, Wes. I can't imagine a fight with Baraka. Yeah, he'd be throwing food. It'd be, I don't know. It'd be all sorts of chaos with Reptile and his nasty spit too. What are our plans for the Halloween video special? To make it shorter.
Yeah.
That was a question earlier that someone asked about us changing into different costumes. We had to film a 30-minute improvised skit in one day with like 15 different character costume changes. Like that was like half of our time was just changing costumes.
Yeah.
So
It's,
we got worn out through those long ones, and we kind of talked about not doing that anymore.
yeah, it's so over the top the way we would kind of brainstorm, and he would send me scripts, and I would be like, I would look at him and go, you can't do that in a day. I was like, you have to do 2 days, a day and a half, or a day, and some homework. Come back together again with this character, because there were so many character changes, and he would cover his mattress with all the stuff he had to bring to me
The back of
up
a pickup.
here in
Full.
the back of a pickup truck, and just in case characters were in
We
there.
had time.
Yeah, like not 100% written in. Just like maybe this is a concept, this is a joke, this is a gag that might work, and it just put all this pressure. And the reason, my house now, I've got a 4-year-old running around, almost 5. My wife, I basically don't want to. I don't want to tell them they can't be comfortable in their own home. That you can't come out here all day because we're filming this and it's taking this long to do it. During like the recent past, if you've seen the sketches, I have integrated my daughter into it because she's in the house. She's there. She sees the camera. She's like, "Yay, we get to do things!" And so we just put the costume on and just kind of roll with whatever happens, and it's much less stress that way, and it's less wear on family dynamics. You don't want to say, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, or get frustrated because a shot is ruined, or you don't have enough time to do this. Just do it. Just go through it.
Put a lot of pressure on us, and as well as the family.
Baby Assassin's really good.
Long one. Jamie Jokes, thank you for the $2 donation. Hello from Wales. Oh, nice to see this global audience. We have people from every part of the world, and I'd love to go to Wales sometime.
I was almost there. I was in England forever ago, 2006. Yeah, that's when I was there.
Maybe one day we'll have the world tour. How is Baby Assassin doing?
Baby Assassin's doing really well. She is becoming a small teenager. She told me to get out of her room. Last night I went in like after work. I'm so tired. I'm just like, I love my daughter. And she just goes, "Daddy, out here." Because she was playing like a game on her tablet, and she didn't want me to interrupt this fun that she was having on her tablet. And she's just like, outside, Daddy. And I go out there, and then when she's done, then she comes out in her own time. Hug, everything.
That's adorable. DJ Drift 2020, see you later. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you everybody so far for all the comments that you've left, all the questions, just being here. We really appreciate you. Sorry if we haven't gotten to all of your questions. We'll probably be doing another one of these. This is fun, right, Anthony? Like you like this. I like this. I'd love to do another one of these in the future.
Hey, you know what? Someone has asked about Baby Assassin. And she might be very close to me right now.
Yeah, put her in front of you, and we'll be able to see her.
You stuck? This is Baby Assassin right here. Ah!
Push the buttons,
No, push the buttons.
No buttons.
My keyboard lights up. My keyboard has all kinds of like rainbowy colors on it, and she's like, "I'm gonna push all of those rainbowy color buttons." And one of them will stop the stream, so don't touch those buttons.
That'd be a funny way to stop it, though. Geno's Tarantulas donated $5. Keep it up. Thank you so much. You're so awesome. You're always so awesome.
Donovan Owens, yeah, she's enormous, right? She's not even 5 yet. Almost 5. But she is a giant child. She's so tall.
She in like her upper percentile for her age?
For height and age, would you say?
She's the 95th percent.
95.
95th. Ooh, yep. Yep, she's a tall one.
He's huge.
Now she's finally into like the 40th for weight. So she's tall and skinny.
She's tall and lanky though. She's lanky like me. Like she
Yeah,
can't
she's
put on
gonna
any.
be tall like you. Because he's about 6 feet tall, and I'm
On a
5'10".
good day.
But everybody thinks I'm much shorter because I don't wear shoes most of the time when we film. So
And I say that's your own fault.
yeah, but it's more comfy that way.
Want to be more comfortable? Well, I want to be taller, so yeah, I'm like 5'11" most of the time. But if I
have
do
to
a
stand
lot
up
of
straight.
pull-ups, then I'll become 6 foot all of a sudden.
You guys have gotten to see her grow.
We are the
this whole
same
time.
weight. It's kind of weird to
Yeah.
me, right?
Was it in the Halloween video? She was just in a crib, with the makeup on, looking like a little clown.
Yeah, it's so
And
cool.
here we are.
It really is cool that the first Halloween video you see her in, she wasn't born when we started filming that. And then right before the video came up, she was put in it because she was born during the editing process. And we could put that up. So she was brand new. Episode 1, Mortal Kombat Halloween, I can't remember. Sinister AP, you're 6'4" and a half?
And a half?
You're Goro size. Yeah, you have an extra torso with a couple extra arms on you. Wow.
Jeez.
I'd be looking up to this guy.
Yeah. Since Scorpion and Sub-Zero no longer wearing hoods in MK1, will you both have to just wear the mask for future videos? Yeah, I want him to get a man bun like wig. Like he's got to get one and just set it up like that. That would be ideal. But yeah, I can have the hair out.
I have
no
to
problem.
alter my appearance now. I'm not blonde. Oh no, I gotta dye my beard now too. But I put the mask on over it. Never mind. So I don't actually have to do that. But the other mask, I like how close it is to the mask I already have. That they have in that game.
I have a question. Are you both aware that not only Onaga is confirmed, but also an Injustice reference when you put 2 Liu Kangs on dialogues in MK1? I haven't heard the Injustice reference, but I did hear something about Onaga being maybe the voice for one of those trailers, like instead of Shao Kahn. Yeah, I would love to see Onaga in the game, even if he was just the boss. We don't even know who the boss is in this. They haven't even
the final boss hasn't been revealed.
Is
We
it
don't kind of
Onaga?
know. Only the first trailer that dropped had kind of Shang Tsung coming out of a portal, but Shang Tsung is not usually. I mean, MK1 boss, but since then he's in the way of the boss. He's the one you fight right before.
Have we heard that Shao Kahn might return, but now as a general, but not the emperor? Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I hope he is.
Isn't Melina in charge of that now? Like,
Melina is
running it?
the princess, or no, empress.
Empress,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
So
the
she's the one running it. So Shao Kahn's like a rank below probably. But why does she have to have the Tarkat disease? Like, what is that?
That's a virus.
Why?
It's
Why
a
did you do
virus.
this?
You're gonna
Why did you make her suffer like
cover
this?
your mouth and nose when you sneeze, Baraka, or you'll just get yourself on all of the other characters.
Yeah.
Every other
that's
character
what
is
it
a turducken.
It's gonna be like COVID.
I almost said turducken.
Now they're gonna avoid Baraka and Melina unless they wear masks. And
Melina's a vampire from Blade 2.
So it helps. Anthony, does any of you remember a Mortal Kombat game where Scorpion has a fatality or something where he turns into a scorpion? I do.
Was that MK3?
I know you turned into a penguin. That's the one I like to remember.
That's the that's a friendship though, isn't it? No, the friendship was me and the doll.
No, that was your animality. You were
I turned into a
penguin. Yeah. Yeah, am I wrong on that, guys?
I forgot that I was a penguin. I swear I had this red outlined scorpion for no reason then. I was remembering that all wrong. Suhao is Mortal Kombat's worst character. Fun fact.
That was another character Scarlett's saying. I think about the Scorpion. I do remember the Scorpion animality, but I don't remember if it was you or someone else for some reason. They were trolling a lot at that time. They were doing weird stuff with the penguin and everything. No, we can't speak Polish.
My wife is part Polish, though, but she can't speak it. Her grandmother could.
Have we ever gotten into a fight while filming? No, just we've had some little arguments here and there. Like if we haven't coordinated on what the ideas will be, oftentimes one of us will make the majority of the script, and then we'll send it to the other person at the last second, like a day or two before. And there's not usually enough time for the other person to look it over.
Yeah, it's usually miscommunications. Like he'll think that we're going to do something a certain way, or I will, and then how we go about starting to do that process will be wrong to one of the others. And we'll be like, I thought we were going to do this. No, I clearly said that we were going to do it like this. And that's when we usually would disagree on a filming thing like that. It's like a late script introduction or not a clear communication, and then we kind of are in the middle of it, and it's go go go. We have a day, and
yeah, we've tried to collaborate better lately on things, but beforehand it was just kind of just like one of us would get tossed the script, and then the other would be like confused about certain things, but not even have enough time to digest it and figure it out. Like we really would love to choreograph our fights. That's why some bad things have happened during some of them, but it's always had to be kind of improvised because we're so far away from each other all the time. He's 2.5 hours away driving, or right now 8 hours of planes away.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really work out in that regard.
It's the closest we've gotten to actually choreograph something is the key moments. It's like, I would like these special moves. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So there are catalysts by martial arts to get to those moments. That was the MKX fight. That was basically it. We had drawings of the tree kick. We had the ice shield. This is the spear moment. Those kind of things, and then we get there and we only have 3 hours of light left.
Yeah.
Can't get your dang contacts in.
Not enough time, guys. We don't have enough time, so we've gotten into a heavy improvising kind of thing, but also having to shut down things really quickly. Like we'll do 1 or 2 takes of most things, and then after that, we're just like, okay, we got to move on. Like we're gonna lose our light. That's why, in some of our Halloween videos, you might notice, the one that Ash is in, where he's outside with the book. It gets dark. It's completely pitch black. It's like 10 p.m. and we're yelling out there as Pennywise and Ash and Scorpion fighting on the lawn. They ran a little long, so that's why we're going to do probably a 5-minute one. We actually were talking about doing a haunted mansion Halloween video, going to a haunted mansion.
Actually, a little place and wearing cameras on
Scorpion
us.
and Sub-Zero, yep. Kind of just see
how that goes.
First, who gets scared more. Try not to get scared challenge, right?
I wonder if I should just go as Khan. Just go as Khan to scare the people in the actual haunted house.
Are we hyped for the more... sorry, I shouldn't cut that off. Answer, guys, if you could, whether or not you think Shao Kahn should be the one scared in the haunted house, or if it should be Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Are we hyped for the new live-action Mortal Kombat sequel? Yeah, I mean, I am pretty hyped because I do like some of the casting, and I do feel they're going to do a lot better with the second one than the first one. The first one wasn't terrible.
It's still a test run, though. You still got to get a studio to go, okay, so now that worked, we're going to give you this much more money. And now they have more freedom to do better things as far as, and hopefully they don't lose that, because it's still very, very early in the developing of that movie's process. But
we should see it probably in about a year, I think. It's usually after they start, well, a year and a half probably from here, because they've just started, and they'll take probably almost a year to actually edit it and get it, promoted and stuff too.
It's always good if it's the same team too, because when you start a project and it's successful, you want to see that second movie have the same names on it. You want to see that's a good, solid team. It's when you see the director leave and is replaced by somebody else, or a writer is this person now responsible for these movies, that they tank it. Because they lost the vibe. But I think
Baraka and Reptile in the haunted house. Yeah, we definitely need to do something like that.
You in the house.
Do some sort of scare thing. Yeah. I was thinking that maybe we might have them like some characters carve pumpkins. Like maybe you have Reptile and Jason Voorhees carving a Jason pumpkin, Baraka and Michael Myers or something. Just using his knife to carve a pumpkin. That might
Reptile
be
would be more like his claws, like his hands, just trying to claw away at this pumpkin.
Yeah, and I saw a comment there asking who edits the videos and if we pay someone for that.
No.
Nope, that's us. It's mostly him though. He's the genius behind the editing for sure.
It's something that I just like. It's the creativeness of it, because the way work has been for me, I've been refined to a specific amount of time, and that's why for a lot of the time that he was gone, I wasn't able to do more than gameplays. I would have this much time to film it, and the rest of the week after work to edit it before post day on Saturday. And so that was where I could get my creativity out. Instead of it being like in a skit or something like that, it was after the fact. I could add my things in. And that's why the gameplay's looking. And somebody asked, is part 10 coming soon? And so, yes, eventually it will. But when I have him back in that last episode, I can't top it without you being there. You understand?
Yeah, and there's other things happening at the time, of course, with the Mortal Kombat 1 stuff coming out. By the way, you got asked to do your Bihan voice and your Joker voice. So let's hear them back to back. No pressure. Do it.
No, Bihan is way up here. Bihan's like this. It's kind of in the nasal cavity a little bit. And I drop him down like an octave when I do it. And Aaron Black without something completely making me indistinguishable. All the masks I have for Aaron have no air holes. The original one is like this stick to your face latex kind of material that there's no way. Maybe there's a futuristic microphone that is supposed to go in your teeth. If I had that back then,
Metal Gear Solid, I think.
Understand what he sounds like, but the only thing that he is like a low tone and with a little bit of a twang. There's a little bit of an accent on him because he's a cowboy. He's a tracker at first. In MKX, when he was introduced, he had the flat brim hat. He was a tracker. He was like a hunter persona. But then MK11, he was re-released. He's a cowboy now, like full cowboy. And so that's why this hat looks the way it does. It's because it's a cowboy brim now with just ornate crap on it. My wife put that little thing on there. It can fit on any hat now. And it can be in your black hat.
She's helped with so many things too. She's helped tons with our videos. So shout out to Missy as well for all the help through the years and all the support through the years. It made it far easier. She did most of the decorating for our Halloween videos and stuff as well.
Pick up some milk. Now, where is that?
What is our favorite skit that we've done so far? The first one that comes to mind right now is the Cupid one. I really loved the Cupid.
You loved that. I was so like, I'm like, how did you put yourself there? That's the most vulnerable character you've ever played, I think.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's to get yourself in that space where I don't care. It's the bit that matters, and you went full grown man in a diaper.
Yeah.
And you're so annoying. Because you know I have to kill you.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to make
what
this the
about-
worst on Scorpion as possible. Yeah, you're very good. So
What
funny.
about you? What was your favorite that you can think of?
What was it? Repeat the question to me.
The favorite skit we've made, probably Mortal Kombat related. I think we keep it within there.
Favorite skit. Period.
Sorry if I traumatized you guys with that. The thought of Cupid. For the ones who've seen that video, the image probably popped in your head, and I'm sorry. Just think of something else.
I did like Couples Therapy 2 a lot.
Yeah, I did too.
It's not as elaborate. It's not as, but the jokes are solid. Like, I like things that when I look back at them, I can laugh again. Like knowing that I've put 1,000 hours into editing it or something. Yours is Therapy 1.
We're seeing Cyberfox say the same thing about that. My favorite was the Halloween 2018 skit. Scorp said. My favorite is the one with Santa trying to kill all you guys. Which one? Oh yeah, the Mad Santas were great. I love both of them.
I love all the trap stuff, Home Alone callbacks, because Home Alone is a timeless. Well, 1 through 2, 1 and 2. Those are timeless. Those are Christmas movies. You watch them like Die Hard, right? They're like, well, it's Christmas time. One of those, because the way they were done at the time was Joe Pesci and I forget who Harry was played by, but those OGs of comedy. It's so dark then too, even though you wouldn't be living. It's not as comical. It's not as for kids on purpose as 3 through 6. How many is there now? Straight to DVD release.
I know there were at least 3. I don't know after that, but those were painful videos. We had a lot of fun with them. We like to do back bumps, but some of those back bumps were they just took the wind out of both of us. The Santa falls usually, because we were falling, or I don't remember if you were falling on the pavement back there. It was gravel, all gravel. So we put a pillow in the back, which we normally don't do.
Of the costume.
But since it's
but
gravel,
you still have to take it. You still have to go from a standing position in the air to a stop, and on your spine. And no matter what, that's your wind gets knocked out. Your wind gets knocked out. You get a splitting headache if you're not kind of used to that blood pressure spike. So
it's just like these too. Like these gloves are gonna certainly help when it comes to getting hit in the head, but most of it is about the impact, not about the padding. So it's still gonna be like boom, once we're hitting each other.
Yeah, there's not a way to get used to that unless you're letting people actually hit you in the face. It's a punch in the face.
We are training for the fight. We're both doing a mixture of mixed martial arts type of training while also lifting too at the same time, doing a lot of stretching as well.
For me, it's cardio. I need to focus on the most, just because I have quick twitch muscle fibers, which means I can go really fast. Like I can generate a lot of power really quickly. I can go really, really quick, but I burn. I burn really, really fast. I don't have marathon muscle like he has. So we're going to be doing this outside, which originally was going to be a gymnasium, attached to a school that he was going to rent. And right before you rented it, you go, there are so many policies in place to say that we should not, like, we can't do this without insurances, without special privileges, and it has to be an educational thing, and there's loopholes, and it's attached to a school. So no, we had to bail out of it, and we're going to build a ring outside now. And it's going to be in the tail end of summer. And I work in a freezer. Somebody asked
We're
that
hoping
too.
that day's not hot. We're hoping that day is just a cool day. And we're going to have a lot of cameras on us as well too. Are we going to play Sub-Zero Mythologies again? Yes, we will. Probably once we can get together as Noob and Sub-Zero. Or
Will
Sub-Zero
we
and
finish
Sub-Zero.
it? Probably not.
No, no, we'll
But-
play it again for sure.
If you want to see that get finished, do Max. Watch Maximilian do it because that's hilarious. But if we're gonna play this game, we're just gonna. When we play a game is a catalyst of what the character interaction is. So a game is just something to keep those two in the room or together for this experience. So it's mostly about what the character banter is going to be, less than the game itself a lot of the time. That's why we thought we could get away with certain other games not having anything to do with Mortal Kombat. But the searchability algorithm and stuff like that doesn't match. So it tanks the views generally if we do anything else that isn't. And
We heard about leaked fighters. Yeah, that's actually kind of what led to me. Synthwave, nice to see you, by the way. That's what led to me getting the costumes I have over here, is because I looked at the leaks in advance. I didn't get the cameo leaks, but I got a suitcase filled with some different characters, and it pretty much has everybody. But who else is coming? I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I know that I don't think I have any more of the official
we
characters.
definitely do more MKX chapters, but like we said, it's when we have time to do it in the midst of all the releases, when we're trying to keep up with what news MK1 is having and kind of keeping content reserved for prioritizing those things. The gameplay for MKX will happen again for sure, but just not like immediately, and you have to be in it. So
Yeah, I mean, you haven't even asked me yet, like, just to put that out there.
I'm just
so
telling
once he
him
asks
he
me,
has
then I
to.
will be
You have
the
to.
next part of MKX.
Will you be in it next time?
Is there a guest character that we want to see? That's a good question. Cyberfox.
Guests like not related. You're talking about like not in the MK universe.
Give
Right.
us Ash Williams. Give us Chucky. I know I'm doing the horror characters, but we know
Because
we're
they
gonna
already
see
did
them
so
anyway.
many. Yeah, they did Aliens, they did Frank Predator. So if I said this to him before the broadcast went out, if they had like the Headless Horseman with Chucky on his back, like Farrah and Tor, they could have both in one go. The Sandman, someone like that, Scarecrow, like put horror movie villains that haven't been in, because Jason's been in it, Leatherface has been in it already, Freddy Krueger's been in it already. Those are the main staples.
It's 3 a.m. now. Gotta go. Good night, guys.
Woo!
Bye. Who am I? 56. Have a good night. Thank you for staying up so late with us. We really are
That means a lot.
surprised by that.
3 in the morning. You're 12
Yeah.
hours.
So
Pumpkinhead.
I was wondering, who has played Terrordrome? Any of you have played?
Obviously, the
out
Pumpkinhead guy, Bidoo Games. 'Cause
Yeah.
he knows who Pumpkinhead is.
Game. I wish Warner Bros. Did not shut down Terrordrome, because that one was like ideally like
Thanks,
the
White
best
Cheddar. Nice to see you.
horror-related fighting game. Ghostface would be cool. Do we think that MK1 will be better than Postal 3?
Is Postal 3
I don't-
coming? Or did it
Isn't
already happen?
Postal 2 the best one?
So far, I mean, there's a lot of Gary Coleman jokes,
can't-
but it's been a long time ago.
I haven't actually played 3 if it's out, so I couldn't tell you that. But MK1, I'm fairly sure it's going to be decent.
Kung
There's
Lao.
things about it that I'm not sure yet. We need to kind of get a little bit more of the story and get that figured out first before I can give an honest opinion on it.
Literally, only thing that Kung Lao is waiting for is the proper hat, right? Because he is Kang, so the parallel is Kung Lao, and that would be me. So if we were going to be in the same space, because those two are always in tandem with each other. I just don't. I haven't found the best. I haven't found the hat. I just want
That's
the
an
best.
expensive hat if you find it. If you go on Etsy, it's like $200 or $300 if you're even going to find it at all. I think I've seen it like
You're
once
gonna
or twice.
smash it on the way to me.
The creature from the Black Lagoon is a guest character.
The creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yes, it could be.
Let's do it. What console do we prefer? Oh, no, we're gonna get some console wars going on here. Well, I've been a PlayStation fanboy for quite a while. I did have like an Xbox 360 back in the day. I dabbled over on the other side, but most of the time it's PlayStation. Thinking of getting a PlayStation 5 to play MK1. What about you guys? What are you going to play it on?
The last system I even had was a Switch. I mean, I didn't gen up for any of the other ones. I PC'd. We stood at a Steam kind of thing.
What's up, Jose?
What's up, Jose?
PlayStation for life. Yeah.
Yes, PS5. If you do PS5, that means you got the test possibility. And since we don't have it, that's why we didn't play the test.
What do we do for a living besides YouTube? Well, for me, I kind of go back and forth between doing like school and working odd jobs. Like sometimes I work at Amazon. I can't actually work when I'm here because I'm in Mexico right now. So I don't have like the legal ability to work. But when I'm in Portland, yeah, I just pick up like Amazon jobs usually. And then him.
I am a supervisor for a lumber service, and that is the term used to describe someone that throws cases professionally. Like, but we have more skills. Like, obviously, you would, if anything a warehouse doesn't want to do or have employees, staff to do, we do. Which is the dirty work, the heavy lifting, the loading and offloading of freight, sometimes by hand, a lot of the times, and it's in a freezer. So I spend most of my time in sub-zero temperatures, which is ironic.
Yep. And sometimes you wear scorpion gear when you do it.
I'm very, very hot. Because of that, because of I've been doing it for 12 years or so. Like my anabolic response is to heat up with any physical activity, so I can be in a freezer and not die. People tap out immediately. They go in that freezer and they go, nope, and they turn right back around and go out the door. But since I am that way, that's the reason why if I go outside and do any kind of exercise in a 80-degree environment, I'm dying. I immediately get the headaches. I immediately go into heat stroke mode. So that's what I'm preparing myself for this fight, is to be able to not go into that phase so fast. And he's calling me out every time. He goes, "You're gonna overheat. You're gonna." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
He's gonna hit me harder though, guys. But he might gas out, and then once that happens, I'm gonna be just running around him. But Moon Gods said, "I want to see Zeus, Ares, Hades, Hercules, Apollo, Hermes, Poseidon,
going
Atlas,
the god route.
MK1. Please do a fan-made game of Mortal Kombat Ragnarok. Is that like a Mugen game, or are you just like?
You're trying to marry them together. You're trying to go Marvel versus MK now, because DC has already been done. But you want to go Marvel now to get those characters mixed in there, which would be really cool. I would really like to see that too.
What's up? It's Ty. How are my muscles coming along? Are they starting to look pretty big? I had a period where I was starting to lose the gains, unfortunately. Once I got here, for a while, it's been very difficult because the elevation is so high. It's like 7,500 feet. So even just working out is like super exhausting compared to, Portland, which is at sea level and stuff. So all the workouts felt so much harder, but I was also having a lot of stomach issues. So there was a period of time where I wasn't making any progress, but now I'm back to it again. But no, I don't have very much to show for it yet, unfortunately. I'm not quite like him. He's got the gains coming in, but he's also not jumping back and forth between two countries, and he's also got the genetics for it too.
My father's.
You lift up a newspaper,
shredded.
you gain muscles, man.
Yeah, he was always that guy to like worked his entire life roughneck style. He's just like did all the heavy lifting and never had an ounce of fat on him.
Oh, someone pointed out that you didn't do the Joker voice. You did Aaron instead. How dare you?
Ah! Well, I did Aaron Black then. Well, I'll go directly into my Joker. And he's the laugh I default to. But by the way, just playing him a few times, if you meet me and I start laughing, you're going to get scared because I laugh like Joker does now. Thanks to that whole thing. I went to him as him to a costume party my wife knew about or something, and I won it.
Yeah, that was awesome to hear about that, to see you guys in the costumes. She was Harley, right?
She was. Yeah, and I was a sloppy Joker. In the videos, it's applied much more painstakingly and thoroughly, but me, I was slapdashing that. I was
So we got a lot of ship questions being asked all of a sudden. Okay, so I noticed that. Sorry, Clown, for taking a while to answer this one. Which ships do we like? Yes, I do like Sub-Zero and Katana as a ship. Yes, I do like Sub-Zero and Scorpion, Kawaii and Hanzo as a ship. Yes, I also like the Kenmac. Give us more Kenmac. I want to see Ermac in this game. I want to see them making out.
Ermac and Kenshi. Oh, I know. I didn't know what that was, guys. I kept looking at that and going, I don't know what that is. You know what that is. Oh yeah. That's what it is.
I'm a fan. What about you guys? Raiden and Liu Kang. Ooh, that's a weird one. I'm not sure about that one. But I mean, they are like Liu Kang. Raiden was inside of Liu Kang, so I guess it makes sense, right? I had to.
Yeah, he was. He was giving
do you
his
think
god
Rain
powers.
has a bad outfit in the new game? Yes, I do.
He looks like a wizard or some
definitely.
kind of a sand hermit.
Hopefully
I said he was
the
Obi-Wan
alternates
Kenobi.
are better. Rye, is all the drama gone? Yeah, it's been getting better and better. The drama is mostly in the past. There's some residual stuff here and there, but it's got...
Whoa!
Dashy!
Oh!
Dashy! I'm just happy to see you here, but you donate $500. Oh,
Dashy, I was
God.
just watching you
I
play.
love him so much. Love you guys. Glad to see you still making great videos. Sending y'all love and positivity. Oh my God, Dashy. I can't believe you, man. He is he's the sweetest person
He's
I've
an
ever
OG.
met in the YouTube community. Oh my God. I can't believe that he would even show up, but then he donates like...
I was just watching him with my daughter. Just we were doing a
Dashy.
puzzle on the kitchen table, and we were watching the Dashy. He was playing. I was like, Must Go Up. It's like a new kind of getting over it, but it's 3-dimensional. I was watching him. You gotta watch that.
Man, he's almost gonna make me cry over here. Dashy, I love you, man. I love you. We've known him since 2010, way in the past, like when he started his channel, and we've been watching him ever since. He is one of the funniest people around, period. Not just YouTube, just in general. Great improv. It does amazing gameplays as well too. I love his skits though more than anything else. Used to talk to him a lot back in the day, and you're such a great person, dude. Like, thank you so much for the donation. I wish I could give you like a hug or whatever you'd want. Man, love you too, Dashy. So much love. I can't believe you.
I think the Dashy plush is with my daughter.
Oh my God. Donated $500, man. That's like so much to us. Like, you just got us like so many things there, like
especially in Mexico.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna go to Florida. I'm gonna use this money. I'm gonna go to Florida. I'm gonna visit you. I'm at a loss for words, to be honest. I can't believe that.
Did you see how good Dash looks?
Yeah. He's been gaining a lot of muscle at the same time as he did a weight loss thing, and yeah, he's looking great. He was just healing up his voice recently.
I bought the Switch Fit because of his videos.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I just have to thank you from the bottom of my heart. We've known you for so long. Yeah, he is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's my favorite YouTuber, and a good friend, a longtime friend. And I can't wait to be able to just catch up with him some more, to see how he's doing. But I don't know what to say, man.
You're struck, dude. Yeah, we're struck right now. Did that just happen?
Me and him used to do calls together. We used to talk about YouTube together on the phone and stuff, and that felt like so long ago. It was so long ago, 2010, back when he was starting his MK series on his channel, which definitely check out. Check out his MK skits. They're like the funniest too. They're better than ours that he made with Nightmare
fully
Cinema.
Animated. Which is something that we couldn't do.
Wow.
Jeez, yes. Wow.
Find that plush. You got that plush lying around
It's
somewhere.
This is
Yeah, he's
so
got a
much...
the big Dashy plush, and his daughter Lily loves that plush, and they watch typically like the Mario.
I found it.
Give it a hug for me. Yeah.
Gotta put the scorpion mask on him now, you see? The Gator MK is versus DC. MK versus DC. That's right there.
Man.
Welcome.
I don't know what to do, guys.
And my daughter would just run in the room whenever Welcome Back to Super Mario Maker. He would say that, and she would run in the room for his intros, which are so long, but they're the best part, aren't they?
Guest appearance, we would love that. We would love to work with Dashy if he ever has the time or willingness. We've always wanted to work with him. Way back in the day, there was like a skit we suggested that he just didn't have the time for at the time. But yeah, anytime we're down with that. We'd love to. He's such a great comedian and person. I would love to just do anything.
And freestyler. What the heck was that?
Yeah, that would be a dream come true. But sorry we're putting all the pressure on him right now.
Moon gods.
But
what is John Pork? Somebody explain this to me. Do you know what it is?
I keep seeing that, but yeah, that would be an amazing skit.
I can't navigate away from here.
Yeah, I'd go to Florida. I honestly would. I'd go to Florida just to be able to see him. I don't even need to see do a skit. I would just be happy just to meet Dashy.
Do you even watch martial arts movies? What are you talking about? Of course I do.
Yeah, we've been watching him. We've been watching him all our lives.
Now you're talking about a martial arts movie, right? You're going back in time, because now this is the reason why I need you to see John Wick, is because the modern day is kind of throwing a lot of that stuff into like 1 minute increments. You're gonna, hey, it's an action film. Well, there are going to be car chases. There's going to be stunts and explosions and and you're going to have 60 seconds of fighting. No. How about an hour of fighting, 15 minutes of story, and then all that stuff, because that's what I really care about the most. Which is why I try to watch White Fan on the channel, which is the longest Jackie Chan fight scene that has been made. It's a straight 15-minute shot. And it just most recently got flagged, by the way. When we do those reactions to fight clubs, which is what we started, immediately those are flagged videos, so we don't do them as much. But that's basically a series we started to show appreciation for the genre. Like the Raid 2, which I completely ruined by saying the Salat and Chinese Kung Fu, which they're both Salat. And those guys are in John Wick 3, which you have to see.
I'm sorry, I'm just still starstruck over here. I'm just overheating.
You're in Mexico is hot.
That's not it. That's not
I know.
Ashy.
I know.
But Cyberfox, thank you for the remembership. We appreciate you so much. Uh, did you know I really want to learn how to fight like Sub-Zero can? Yeah, Sub-Zero is a way better fighter than Scorpion, which will show in our fight coming September 16th.
Well, you have Dragon. I love the style of Dragon Kung Fu. I really do like that one.
EXE stopped working. Yeah, I'm glitching out over here. Speaking of the fight, I'm gonna be getting a dragon tattoo up here on my shoulder.
He's doing it.
So yeah, I'm doing a blue
when he does
dragon
it, I'm gonna have to
before
do
that
it too.
happens. So thank you to Dashi for helping to pay for my Mortal Kombat tattoo. Credit for that.
Tattoo's expensive, especially here. I don't know how much they run over there, but if you're gonna do it here, man, my wife gets tattooed a lot, and it's expensive now.
Yeah, I think it's like double the price over there that is over here. It'd be about 150 for like I think a 9-inch? No, it's like, what is that? 5-6-inch tattoo, like circular.
It's 4-ish. Yeah, that's 4.
Ryan told Anthony that Sub-Zero is a better fighter. Yeah, we had a poll a little while ago asking who they thought would win the fight, and a lot of people answered just based on the characters, and not that we're actually going to be fighting each other. He's more muscular than I am. He hits harder. I can attest to that from times I've been hit by him.
I'm sorry. We had a Kung Fu Pills sketch. Remember that?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Kung Fu
I
Pills.
love that one.
Like taking my vitamins and put a label on it that said Kung Fu Enhancer pills, and we would take that. And he had a headache before we even started this, and I nailed him with a friggin' head kick or something like that. Dropped him like on a waterfall, Jackie Chan at the end of Drunken Master 2. From the sky, he landed, and he had to, at the end of the video, say, "My headache's gone."
Yeah,
it was like 5 times worse when we finished.
Got rid of it. It wasn't the Kung Fu Pills. Ryan, would it be cool with you if I got the MK Dragon for a tattoo? Absolutely. Let's all get MK Dragon tattoos.
We're getting that one.
You get it from somewhere where they got good cleanliness with the needles, and you take care of it afterwards. What you want Bihan to be, good guy or bad guy? He seems to always be the bad guy. It might have been nice if he was good guy for a change, which I don't think he's going to maintain in this game. Pretty sure he's going the bad guy route from everything we've seen so far. He's going to have a dark turn, and then someone's going to kill him. That's what we're going to see happen.
And that's why we're going to get Noob again. Noob is the jacket you can't see over there, by the way. It's that one, which is a Red Arrow reproduce, which is black.
Who could
the
tell
green arrow over there.
Who could tell the better joke out of the two of you? That guy right there, because he used to do stand-up comedy. He watches a lot of stand-up comedians and stuff, and he's really prided himself in that. He's definitely more funny in the improving as well too. I like to write more. I like to write the jokes and then have it coming through with the story, and he does it more through the just improving and just pulling it out of his ass.
I watch stand-up comics like every one of them when I was younger. Any stand-up special I could find, I would put that on loop, over and over and over again, and see their timing and some of the greats. And I still watch them now, the newcomers, and watch them do improvisation with crowd work and stuff like that. Well, at high school, I did some auditorium kind of shows, and I bombed once there. I felt that so hard because I was so nervous at public speaking, just in general. We're both kind of introverts. Just naturally, I'm a quiet guy. I'm much more quiet than our personas are on camera, and so in a school setting where all of the students, all your peers are watching you, I'm like, they're watching me. I forgot the punchline. Like,
yeah.
They didn't laugh at that. I was expecting a break. It didn't happen. And then I recovered after that, experience, but still the scar is there. The scar is
Yeah,
there.
but that's different though, because that was at our school, at our high school, and that's just a diverse group of people. They didn't come to see comedy
I hope
so
so, too.
much. They just like sat down and just were like, "Hey, he's gonna give you a comedy show," and then just like, "Oh, okay, I guess this is better than class." It's not the same as people going to a comedy club expecting to, have weird jokes presented to them and stuff. So it wasn't the best audience for you. So don't take that as a barrier for you. You could totally do stand-up comedy, bro.
I'm more of the storyteller, If I went to like jokes for bits because I love the Stephen Wrights, the Mitch Hedbergs, those type of one-liner comics, which I wrote a bunch, and I present them to the classroom, kind of thing, and they would kind of go well, but they wouldn't do well over a crowd work like they would. So I would tell stories instead, and those are usually how I was successful as far as I could feel was working. You have a joke?
How old are you, Anthony and Ryan? I am 34.
I'm 37, almost 38.
It almost seemed like he got lost in his
I
age.
don't
but you still
remember
wanna share
dates.
it.
I have a really hard time with dates. And so my dad, I don't know how old my dad is. He doesn't know how old he is.
Getting
We don't
up there.
care.
Are y'all Street Fighter fans? Because y'all don't look like we like Street Fighter.
Given
not
our
very-
personas, we typically don't touch those games. But I'm going to tell you that I do. I watched
did-
all those Street Fighter movies that came out. I watched all the anime ones, and I played some of the games as a young man. But now we really don't. I have I have Street Fighter 4. I didn't get Street Fighter 5 on Steam. Yeah.
I played Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I believe it was, on Super Nintendo back in the day, and I loved it. Like, I was so into that at the same time as I was into Mortal Kombat. But after
It's two
that,
different
I kind of
worlds.
just dropped off. But that game meant a lot to me. I played, I don't remember their names. I know one was like, oh my God, why am I blanking?
Which
There was
one? Dalzim?
the Indian dude with the long arms.
Dalzim.
Yeah, there was the guy. His name starts with an H. He was the big fat guy.
Honda.
Honda.
E
That was
Honda.
it. Yes, I knew it was a vehicle. I was trying to think of what vehicle it was.
Yeah, I know all the
but-
names. But Jackie Chan, Sea Hunter, anybody? Rare reference, but he played all of those characters. Yeah, and Chun-Li the best.
Chan-
That was the
Chun-Li.
best impression.
Chun-Li, Jackie Chan, right? Yes, that was a great movie. I loved seeing him. as
So
Chun-Li.
hard to watch, though, if you watch it from, if you don't know him and his kind of how his movies kind of progressed, if you watch that for the first time now, you're going to cringe like crazy.
Yeah, in a good way. But Scorps, you got to go. He says, have a great day, Ryan and Anthony. You have a good day as well. We're actually going to, because we were going to do 2 hours, we're going to probably take off here as well. I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for being part of this stream, especially Dashi. I can't believe your donation.
Thank you so much, dude. If you're still there, I mean,
Yeah.
just check it in. Hey, drop it. Thank
We
you
love
for
you,
your
bro.
love, man.
We love you. We love you all, actually, of course, too. Like
Thanks for
everyone
everybody for coming
here
We didn't think it was
is
gonna-
awesome. But check Dashi out. Check out his videos. Support him. He's a great person. He's the funniest guy on YouTube. He's always doing new stuff too. He's got 2 channels. He's got Dashi Games, Dashi XP. Usually puts his skits on Dashi XP. I think he also has like Dashi XP 2 or something like that for vlogs, but I don't know if he uses that one anymore. But thank you guys all for showing up here. We hope that you have a nice night. We'll do another one of these streams sometime soon. If we didn't get to any of your questions, we're going to do another at some point in time. This was very successful. We're happy to be able to chat with you guys. And much love.
Much
What about you,
love.
Anthony?
I'm just gonna blow bubbles. Oh, thank everybody for stopping by. We'll see you next time. We will be doing more of this again. Very
Inhale all
soon.
the soap.
In character, maybe not. This was very fun. Thank
Much
you guys
love.
for tuning in. Bye bye,
Hugs.
everybody.